Also, that sign right there, when it confirms that you did something right, those were red circles in the Japanese version instead of green check marks. You ever feel like it's your job to compare things in Japan to how they are in your country? I feel like it's my job to compare things to how they are in my country. Aw, Kirby, you appreciate me. I'm so glad you are all about Japanese trivia. I guess if you stood in front of a white background, you would kind of be the Japanese flag, so, okay. Well, we end up in a much more flowery place. With me taking him out, I do want to mention that I'm not going to be going over every single copy ability as soon as I can, which means you don't get to be a part of me! You just die a slow and painful death getting slashed into nothingness. Ah! I really had to feel cathartic about explaining things in a video game, okay? It's what I exist for. This guy flying out right now is a Brano bird. He flies through the air and does not give any ability if eaten. Not all enemies are special, and they don't get the satisfaction of knowing that they might be part of me one day. That guy's a broom hatter. He moves from side to side trying to sweep the floor with you, but ends up just sweeping the floor. I am going to suck you! After I snuggle you. Just watch! Ooh, a shiny. I like me some shinies. This is a sunstone. They gate your progress throughout the adventure. You want to collect at least some of them. Collecting all of them will enable you to do some interesting things, and we will be getting all of them. And we have our first boss fight, the Moly Brothers. I said we have our first boss fight, the Moly Brothers. You don't count as a real boss fight unless I'm kicking your ass. I'm the commentator, so what I say goes. Oh, I can't go through this platform, it's hard. Thought it was a soft platform. It's kind of narrow, and that's usually how they go. Ring any bells? Waddle Dee! Is that a street pass you've got there? And from the street pass king himself? And welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, we started a new Zelda Let's Play. Because we got out of bed and then immediately discovered we were Link. A lot of those things tend to start out that way. And we got a gyro rocket. It's really cool sounding. I'm gonna let him keep walking. Death rains from above! I get really into being Kirby, okay? He's very destructive. I will suck the blocks and donuts in the land! I even sucked multiple donuts, so I was being accurate with my usage of plurals. This is a pipe worm. He has about the expression that you would expect of somebody getting devoured ass first. It occurs to me that Kirby has a tongue, and now that I have realized this, I must share my pain with all of you in that mental image. Can I be good at a boss? Well, I was good on Mr. Frosty. What am I saying? Okay. Just did it a little too soon. I guess you could say I jumped the gun a little bit. Yeah, You know what I was? I was an extreme collector, and... I'm trying to run from my fears. No, I was an extreme collector, and extreme collectors do not do all their extreme collecting just to look at another floating island. No, we go to those floating islands and collect them too. We're going into stage 6, EX. I actually did an EX motion with my arms right there. Lucky for you, there weren't motion controls. Otherwise, you'd be motion sick and or cringing by this point, I think is what the kids call it. So we're gonna go into this cannon, and I'm gonna go left first. No one ever goes left, I do. I get the feeling that people always go right, and they always make the required path on the right because people subconsciously think of it because so many people are right-handed as opposed to left-handed. Well, lefties, don't worry. I am not one of you. I'm still right-handed, but I acknowledge that you exist. That's more than any product designer ever gives you, so you're having your day. At least as good of a day as you're ever gonna get. Wow, this has turned into really depressing really fast. I have nothing against left-handed people, okay? I'm not... Well, I don't know if I should say that. Oh, I guess you could say now I'm above what I was going to say. Wing Kirby! Before we take this new ability, you turn into all sorts of things. Meta Knight, Waddle Dee, and Dedede, the other 3 players from Return to Dreamland. Meta Knight, Waddle Dee, and Dedede, the other 3 players from Return to Dreamland. A block. A brick block from Mario. Stone Kirby's default form, a block, a brick block from Mario, the man of my dreams, Stone Kirby's default form, Stone Kirby in another sense, a brick block from Mario, a brick block from Mario, a brick block from Mario! It's so much variety. There's all sorts of things that Kirby can transform into. The song for this level, I want you to listen to it, to see if maybe it sounds oddly familiar. Enough listening! Well, I guess you could say this grinding strategy is really 5-star! Or did that give us 10 stars? I think the number said, well, let's find out here. Green star. Okay, it is 5 stars, good! My pun isn't wasted! I waste so many puns that way. Besides, we ain't in Japan, we in the good US of A. Hi? I just had to make sure that he agreed with me. I wasn't threatening him. Surely one day we'll see it roly-poly, keep on rolling! All the Xenoblade references in this level. Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, we discovered love in... Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, we... Totally what I meant to talk about. Now that we have viewed pre-rendered cutscenes, we can view these absolutely... Wait, the staff? I can view the staff! I guess this is the finale, guys. No, not gonna do that. You can press any button to bring up that menu to hit start to skip any cutscene, but you can review this anytime you want. So we have to go back into Kirby Triple Deluxe. And you know what that means? Yeah. I gave up all my lives to show you this. But it's okay, actually. I recorded the thing that we're going to be doing next before all this, though, so we'll at least have our extra lives for one more video. And as much as I wish I could say I planned it that way, no, it was actually just that 1 second after I closed the game to open up the eShop to get DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe, I realized, wait, no! And then... You know the exact kind of moment when you hit confirm in a Fire Emblem title when you really didn't mean to. We'll go back in, and we gotta talk about her anatomically. So if her paintbrush is her butt, does that mean that she's pooping out rainbows out of her hairy ass? Or maybe those are feet and she has really hairy feet with rainbow-colored toe jam? An equally disturbing prospect that I didn't think could get equally as gross. Hey! I've been lied to. There wasn't a single lollipop in that whole ass world! Waddle Dee is made of sandwich! Maybe you don't do it right here. I gotta tell whoever's in charge. Oh, right here it is. I just seemed to realize everything 1 second later. These guys are sorrers. Sounds like something right out of Harry Potter. Oh, or duh. Sorrers are flying enemies that just go back and forth. They don't give any kind of copy ability. A pretty unremarkable folk, but they're cool looking. I really genuinely hope that if they ever make a sequel to that game, they call it... Ah! Okay, I don't hope they call it that. Very confusing for series chronologically, and lots of lawsuits paid for ruptured eardrums. Anyway, I was saying that the only way that you could ever improve the sequel to a title to DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe would be to call it Double DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe by Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. It was a joke that when I came off recording the last thing, I was so ashamed that I never said it. Gosh, I can't believe I almost died like that. And I death-defying shrieks of terror. I am inhaling reality! I would like to introduce you to my grandmaster plan, the Great Waddle Dee Train Heist. We steal the entire train! No one will ever know! Ah! There I go, circumventing Cappy's entire gimmick and inhaling the entire body again. This right here is a mandola root. It gets to know the joy of being born for a few seconds, only for you to kill it on the spot. He looks so surprised at this prospect of being welcomed to the world. At least he got to feel emotion in the short time that he existed. This is really sad, actually. Oh no 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 no. I'll go ahead and take that treasure chest right off of your dashboard to get the second sunstone. Even with it being on the NES, and yeah, even with Nightmare in Dreamland existing being a remake and everything, I think it's still very worth playing. Here we're gonna get hyped up on candy, and oh no 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 no! You get back here! You get back here right now, mister! I'll kill you in another life. I just did! Ah ha ha ha! Grandies! I don't have to deal with Grandies! I'm hyper and flying off the walls, literally! Ah! Banging my head into the wall. Who cares? Who needs heads where I'm going? Ah! I threw a feather at it. Another race. Come on. I'm ready for you. I will melt you, and hopefully not the key. Give me that. And that gets us into the Secret Omelet Club. And members of the Secret Omelet Club get a free sunstone with every purchase. It represents the morning glory that we feel from eating eggs and starting the day right. You can't have the symbol of the club be an omelet, then everybody will know about the Secret Omelet Society. Roll Snowman's big head over to him, and he'll magically make himself a hat. He can love himself now that he has a brain. One up right there, 16 lives. In my heart, we have at least 30. And I know in your heart we do too, because we believe together in the spirit of one-ups on Christmas, I think. Wood? Well, that's okay, because we've already established no wood goes beyond this mouth. I hope you had a good insurance policy! Easiest sunstone you could not possibly miss. It's not that hard to get up to the requirements for the bosses. I went into a rant like this last time we were in a Kirby Snow area, and it stands for this place as well. Oh. You come back here and do that again. I dare you! Once I get the button timing right, you are in so much trouble! What's the combination? Up? I tried up and down, it didn't work. Ha! Once I learned to read, you were in so much trouble! I sound very threatening right now. I am very badass. Do we embrace our inner American and channel George Washington by killing them in their sleep on Christmas? Just napping by a good. Oh god! Now they're panicking. They're panicking. I might be armed while breaking and entering, but I won't make this a homicide as well. I'm gonna leave your house after stealing your keychains. The things I do for 100%, yo. Oh hey, that's an experience that I would love to miss out on. Gonna have some in-flight ice cream. That's what it's there for. I've been low on health for a while. I haven't been using it. It would have been my own damn fault if I died. Cappy! More like crappy, am I right? With you dying that easily to things? How dare you? Hey, you want to hear what I'm gonna do to you? I'm gonna make you blow up a bomb. That's what I'm gonna do. You see Kirby's face during this. You think this is the face of mercy. You think I kid around. You think I do any of that? Well, we're gonna get closer. You're gyrating harder. You're gyrating harder. I'm a killer! I have internal demons, what can I say? And... aw, they're just mingling, having a nice... oh, they're on a field trip! Mrs. Grandy? Do you know he's sleeping at the back of class. Mrs. Grandy, do you know how gravity works? Well, little boy... ah! That was just downright cruel. You have to do that to reveal this, and then you go down here and you get rewarded with a sunstone. I am being oddly violent today when it comes to how I'm treating my enemies. Hoi! I will cut you down with my horn! Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. We'll slide right in. And why not? It's just so fun skipping across the water. I gotta skip across every place. Sorry, bud. You thought you were sort of helpful? You're not. Get it? Huh? Because he's sort of helpful, huh? Yeah, that one's kind of a stretch. And what is up here? Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Thought you were gonna pull a fast one on me, did ya? Well, you didn't count on one thing. I ate you alive. Didn't see that one coming, did ya? Okay. Well, we'll take our crash and we'll run away. We have... if we go all the way up... oh, no. Not gonna get me. Gonna suck you up! You ghosts have one weakness! You can still be eaten! Chewy. Knuckles not guarding the Master Emerald. I gotta book it through here. Dish is more like it. And I'm foolhardy to think that'll make me a star. Hugging a Grandy for this! Oh my god, he lived! I had to fix that, okay. Yeah, let me check out my moveset really quick, make sure there's nothing we haven't seen with Wing Kirby. I hope this is what I'm supposed to do. I'm gonna guard Dynamite. I didn't catch on to what was gonna happen there until a few seconds in. That is brilliant! But it also means I didn't get anything to hurt with this power. That's a really funny level design. I appreciate it so much. And oh, I needed the fire to burn this stuff down. Oh, well, well, damn, Beam, you're just cursed, ain't you? I got smart, eventually. 8 Sunstones, what do you take me for? The target audience? Got a boss fight? I'll take stone. Kirby power-ups are like cats. You just want to adopt them all, and you wish you could save them all, but it's not good for the power-ups, you see. I wanted to get stone because, whoa! What an extreme way to die! They took that to the eyeballs without even without even flinching. Oh my god. They did it again! They they were thrown into the grinder and came out as watermelons. They went through that, and then after they rematerialized from the great beyond went, you know what, guys? We'll do that again. Except they're Waddle Dee, so they probably sounded like, you know what, guys? We'll do that again. Or they didn't have mouths, so they'd be more like, I'm putting way too much thought into this. I like stone for this because I like a good challenge. I was the guy who used Parasol and Krakow. I can handle this. I guess you could say I have a lot of points against it. Latch onto that. Waddle Dee, you got some ice cream for me. Ew, wet ice cream. This music is so silly. It sounds like someone slipped on a banana peel. I'll have an energy drink to carbo load before this boss. Or sorry, electrolyte load. I mean carbo load with a drink. That'd be really bizarre having a carbo-heavy drink. I guess you'd really want to carbohydrate. Huh? Well, he's pretty much vulnerable during everything he does if you have it timed right. He's already down about 1/3 of his health bar. We've barely taken a beating. And I'll have you know that if I do take a beating, you didn't count on one thing. I took my flan to go! I actually mixed it up by going into the background there and spitting fire. Maybe he's not quite as rhythmic as I thought. I swear that he always went in the same order, but maybe I'm thinking of something else. Or hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, it was time to say goodbye to Wild World and say hello to City Folk. Actually, a pretty good visual representation of my opinion over City Folk over Wild World. I continued to play Wild World after City Folk released because it was basically just a port of the same game, but that's a story for another day. Last time we finished that, this time we're going in to endless explosions with the explosive force of the hammer. Nothing shall stand in our way. Oh, except maybe that. Oh, those were in the foreground. Okay, that's fine. You gotta learn to pay attention, you know. You gotta do that. This man here. I officially declare myself good! Thought you were gonna... Thought I was gonna turn myself into a liar? Well, I showed me. Huh, I guess that ice cream was Rocky Road. Ha, guess now you're a tempered swordsman. Ha, I guess now you're dead. It is worth mentioning by just pressing down and B, that's all you get. Whereas with the quarter turn, I can't do it, okay? All I've ever played is Super Smash Brothers. I can't do it. I'm quarter turning. It's just not working. There we go. It's a tier 2. It's not just simply the normal version of it. You get more power out of it by being the elite Street Fighter player that you are and I'm not. It looks like it has like goofy eyes and a nose on it. Oh, hi. Fancy meeting you here. You know what? Upon getting it, you immediately fall asleep. Just 3 more minutes, Mom. I'm just so sleepy. You gotta wake me up. Just mash the control pad. Yeah. Sleep and early wake up. Oh God, this segment. I apologize for those of you that are afraid of the dentist because this imagery is not going to do your phobia any favors, and I'm going to do it even less favors by telling a story that I've been wanting to tell for a very long time. So, for the longest time, this is the most natural time to think of that I could come up for this. I had this awful quack dentist. She was just the closest one to my house. And I grew up very poor. We couldn't really afford dental care or even healthcare in general that much growing up. And so I had a lot of dental work that needed doing. And when I became an adult, when I was bringing in my own money, I went to the dentist immediately and I went and I got all the work done that I needed. And I chose possibly the worst dentist to have it done. I'm not going to name any names or give any details, of course, but so I go in, and I got all the work done that I needed, and I pay a lot of money for this because I only just moved out of my house and got my own dental insurance. I didn't even have dental insurance growing up, so this was a completely new thing for me, and of course, you know, insurance companies aren't your friends, they're not going to cover it, so I was paying big money for this. She is awful at getting me numb, where I have to get 7 shots in the mouth before she actually gets it. And when she finally does it, she sticks the needle through the nerve that she's trying to numb, and it hurts really bad. So already I don't like that. And the worst thing is, she can't even get everything that I need done in one visit like it was scheduled, so I end up having to come back for a second visit for her to do the rest. My teeth were pretty messed up, but I think that's still pretty messed up that she told me it would be totally done in one visit, and then she wasted all of her time trying to numb me and could only get some of it done. So that's bad. And then on the second visit, she takes 4 shots to get me numb this time. And when she's trying, I think on the 3rd shot, she clunks against something with the needle, and then she goes, "Oh, I hit bone." And I go, "Don't tell me that!" I was so upset. I was just really angry with her. I didn't say this out loud, but I'm like, in my head, I'm really, like, you know, not okay. And she just says that outright, like it ain't no thing. And then, you know, I'm pretty nervous here. This has been a really painful experience. I'm not happy. She's been really insensitive. She's also just like gossiping with her coworker the entire time, which I think is even worse than when they ask you questions when you're at the dentist, expecting like you can actually answer them. So she's gossiping the entire time, not really paying attention to what she's doing, it doesn't seem like. I'm sure that she is paying more attention than I think because she does this every day, but it really doesn't feel like she is. She's just kind of doing some gossip with her coworker. And then I just kind of have this sad look on my face, and she stops drilling at one point, and she goes, "Sir, you're gonna have to stop looking so sad. You're making me nervous." I'm making you nervous. I'm sorry. I'm sure it's hard being a dentist. I'm sure it's hard being something that a lot of people are afraid of. But goodbye. It was very cathartic of me when I looked her up a year later and I found out that her place had gone out of business and she was now working as someone else's dental assistant. Gee, I wonder why. And because I didn't acknowledge that boss fight at all, they're called the Winged Eggers. You know what to do. Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, I discovered I'm the bomb. And the bomb is totes yeet, yo, kids. On second thought, I'll just use lingo that I know so that it doesn't sound like I'm old. Okay. So you have to build these bridges for him. You have to just make sure that he's taken care of. There's gonna be volcanic rocks falling in the foreground that... I didn't have a power-up anyway. Hey, Kirby, there's a bug down there. It's right down there in the corner. You see it? You're gonna have to crouch down to get a good look. Just look for a while, it'll come. I am the scum of the earth. So, we have a volcanic eruption, so we gotta deal with that. It's a wonder that that didn't turn into toast. Guess it's Wonder Bread. Oh, it's kind of been a while since we've seen this. Ha! 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 I laugh in your face and mutilate you by doing so. That's right. I saved Mike for you because I saw the thumbnail! That just barely grazed him. Ah! Sorry, Beam. Sorry, Beam. I realized in a second after I did it right when he spawned the enemy that I was killing a source of Beam, Kirby. May he spawn another one, please. Oh my god. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Do you think that you can handle our live counter becoming 69? That's really all I was building up to, I'm sorry. I will suck you. I'm sorry, you don't get to be cuddled. Only the female Sextonians. Okay, that's creepy. I don't think that she's attractive, I just think she's really, really cute, you know? Gosh, and I was saying this in front of my mom and dad. Mom, Dad, I saved Mom's moldering corpse from being infested with insects. Can I have my allowance? Hit it. Still, oh no, barely! What do you think of that? I've ripped your flag in front of your face! And haha, I baited you into destroying your own statue. What do you think of that? And you know what? I'm gonna put your tank in my tank! It's like a mission control room and the exit to the level is just the door in the back that they enter the tank from. So silly. They're repurposing things. Good! Great! Awesome! Outstanding! Amazing! Wonderful! Excellent! Had to transition from Sonic Colors to Paper Mario the 1000-Year Door to keep that going. Gim! He's the hippest and hottest kid on the block. He got himself a Dunkin', yo! Somehow I sound less lame than the last time I tried to sound all hip and young. Sir Kibble! And our rare King DDD drawing. I'm sorry, but he's a hunk! I understand. Boy, this sure is confusing. Okay, fine. He's fat, he's purple, and he has a stem on his head. We'll call him Plump. After waiting 86 seconds, H, A, L, and a new door appears. Why 86 seconds? Because you're 86ing the hell out of here. Not many people of the sky left, but we've rescued them. And in we go to the heart of the base. Unfortunately, tomatoes don't have pits, so I can't use that analogy. And wouldn't you know it, there's that, and this is it. This is where they're breeding all of those reused bosses. We must put an end to the uncreative madness that is taking place in this lab. I call upon you one final time. Hypernova Kirby, activate! We'll do all we can to suffer another great final world in a Kirby game from suffering the same fate as this one. Oh, hey, more people of the sky. Good, maybe their population numbers aren't as low as I thought. Versions. Oh. Crushing you with a symbol of your people. That gives me another way forward, whereas that down there looked more like an optional pathway, so we'll go back down. 4 seconds flat. Do you know what you are? Nothing! His health bar didn't just empty, it no longer exists! Well, okay, I called you a Canadian Waddle Dee, but I got a new one. You ready for this? Canadian. This music, it's impossible to be sad when you hear it. Listen to the main theme from Return to Dreamland anytime that you ever need to pick me up. It'll do a really great job. I took out a tank with an umbrella. Oh, I missed. Hey everybody, it's Chuggaaconroy. Welcome back to more Kirby Triple Deluxe. Last time, we did Stage 7 EX here in Royal Road, which went on for quite a long time, actually. We're 42 levels into this mess. This is a pretty sizable adventure, and we still have one more to go. We're tackling the true final level of story mode. And now it is time to inhale reality itself one last time, and we get to hear the song from Super Smash Bros. Melee! Okay, I've composed myself again. Why is this not a more common... Death by getting hit on. We relax on this day. I didn't mean for this to turn into the French narrator on SpongeBob SquarePants. But it just sort of became that after how my ass sounded. I had to commit. This time, we're taking a D tour and going into D tour. Fights against his own new, more powerful bad guys. Meet Flowery Wood Dicks. Of course I left out the S on purpose. What do you take me for? The King Guard Dynamite! Thought you should know. Goes, doing my own signature move against me. What's it gonna be now? Oh. Well, that's one efficient way to have a GI tract. Over here. A Kirby game, I wonder. I gotta just keep up continuous damage against him because it's just, he defends in almost every situation where he is standing regularly. He's gotta be open or vulnerable or just taking so much damage at once that he can't guard all of it. That's gonna be the way that we do this. That tornado is surprisingly dangerous for tornado standards. That didn't really make as much sense when I said it out loud as it did in my head. Not a good analogy. Ability, I think. Either that or I just didn't see it right. Yeah! Get spanked! Get spanked! With a hammer! Hurts, doesn't it? Shot him up the ass! Out of the sky! Now that is a skill shot. Here comes. Oh, a tornado? Tornado is no match for a bush. I'm just poking him in the ankles. You cannot skewer a bush. Don't you know how much negative space there is between its branches? Oh wow, I can't believe that actually let me attack without getting hurt. I realized a second too late. Oh my god, no, I should be attacking right now. Oh no, they're elevated 1 centimeter off the ground, my one weakness. Yeah, I'm gonna fail this. Your lasers are no match for trees. It's the New World Order of Plants. Did you hear about it? Oh no, bushes! You wouldn't hurt a bush, would you? It's one of you. Would you even kill a block to defeat us? Boom. I'm gonna heal up right now, just to be safe. I know that was a little bit early compared to how I usually do it, but I just don't want to take chances right now. I'm so effing nervous, putting it eloquently as I can. Are these gonna have stars? Yes, they are. No, didn't quite get the hit. Boom, bitch! I'm so sorry to all the kids watching this with their parents right now. I usually don't do that, but she is one. Do I have to do the hypernova section? Please don't tell me I have to do the hypernova section, though. It would be really satisfying to just shoot your own laser back at you right about now. Oh no, I do have to do the hypernova section, don't I? It's just press B to win, okay? It's just press B to win. Unless they changed up her attacks. Oh my, there's another phase? Are you kidding me? I would have never used my tomato right then if I knew that. I have no copy ability. Do those things give cutter maybe? Meta Knight! Good night, Meta Knight! Keychain 1, keychain 2, keychain 3. I feel lightheaded after that shouting. Yes! Don't have a phase 7, please! Yeah, that's enough phases for one boss! I did it! I didn't use the T-struts! And I came up with that spark thing on my own! I didn't read about that anywhere. I didn't know anything about this fight before now, and just... may this recording have taken. If anything happened to it, I don't know what I would do. Delete this. I'm kicking it over to any save file but that one to show what it's like to delete a save file. Delete file 1? Are you sure about that? Deleted data cannot be recovered. You're sure you won't regret this? No regrets! File deleted. Thank you for joining me for this journey, and I'll see you guys back here next time for something else entirely. See you guys then.